Hey everybody, it's Diana from Wild Rose. Join me here while I show you what I picked up from Usawaya, an incredible craft store here in Japan. And also, I picked up some YarnArt yarns for you to review with me. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody, it's Diana from Wild Rose. I hope everyone has had an incredible past few weeks. I know I have. My husband surprised me with a trip to Okinawa, which is one of the southern islands in Japan, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It was a little birding trip for a long weekend, and we actually saw a couple rails very sneakily, like they just darted out in the street and darted back in, which I guess we were very lucky to see because people who have lived there for years have maybe seen like one in their whole lifetime there. But it was a lot of fun. It was really nice. It was warm. It was so warm and tropical, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to come back to the winter. Even though the winter we have here in Ome isn't really severe, it's more like a northern Georgia kind of weather, I guess, winter. But anyways, I did promise you some yarn stuff, some yarn reviews, and I'm a little backed up, so I'm doing two today. But what I did was, a while back, I went to Usawaya. Now, Usawaya is a huge craft store out here. It's kind of like if you put Michaels and Joanne fabric together and made a huge store. That's what Usawaya is. And I know a few of you have asked me about some of the Noro yarns. Well, what I did was I went to the Usawaya and I actually picked some up. So, now, do I review those first or do I go through my yarn art? Because the yarn art is equally as nice. I'm gonna say that. A lot of you know that I do like my blends. I like my acrylic blends. I like my wool blends. So let me go through, because it's not a huge order, but I want to show you if you've ever been on the fence about getting some yarn art yarns. Now, one thing I will say is that they are color-coded by number. I did not see a color name on any of these. It was just numbers. So that's what I'm going to show you here today. So I did get some of these. Let me go through this one here that I got. Actually, is that the same one? I think that is the same one. I don't want to be too wordy today because I do have a few things to go through. So this is 20% wool, 80% acrylic. It's 100 grams and 250 meters. Let me show you that right there. Let's see if I can get that in. There you go. Okay, and this is YarnArt Ambiance. Now this is super, super soft. I'm gonna link the store, the shop below in the description box where I picked this up. And I actually bought it from an Etsy store. It's a small shop from Turkey. So it's gonna be very similar to Ice Yarns. The prices are really good. The shipping is more expensive if you're getting it direct from Turkey. But if you do a big enough order, it's completely worth it. These are beautiful yarns. They're very, very soft. I'm very sensitive to what's on my skin, so this is really, really nice yarn. And like I said, I do like a blend. I'm outdoors a lot and things like that, so I want something that I can just pretty much maybe crochet up, or I knit now, so oh, my light just went off. Weird. Okay. I've taught myself how to knit. I'm gonna lower this. Holy crap. Ooh, that's bright. And I like these blends because these are easier to wash and keep clean. So, not that I dry them, I usually just hang dry them, but it's easier to just wash them without them, just getting screwed up too badly. But anyways, I'm gonna link her shop below because the communication's wonderful. It's amazing. And it got here really quickly from Turkey to Japan. It got here really quickly. But this is color number 163. Again, that's 163 of the YarnArt Ambiance. And it really is, if you can see the teals in there, I got one that kind of came open, so let me show you this one. It's got some teals and some, I guess, taupes and some like burgundy kind of colors. It's really super pretty though, and I don't know if this is really doing it justice, but it's a really pretty color. And I got a bunch of these. I did get some shiny ones too. So what did I get for the shinies? I got 3 different shiny colors here. Now this is from the YarnArt Melody collection. If you hear something in the background, it's my trash collection today. This is from the Melody collection, and these are kind of shiny, like a metallic almost, but again, super soft. So it's not like metallic where you feel that roughness where they've actually weaved metallic strands into it. It's very smooth and very soft. So this is color 906 in the Melody collection for YarnArt. Okay. And let's see here, this again is a blend. It's a 9% wool blend, 21% acrylic, and 70% polyamide, which is like a polyester, I guess. It's 100 grams and 230 meters per skein, or per ball. Just show you that. Okay. And again, this is color number 906, and this is really pretty. It's got some turquoise, some deep navy blues, and some, it looks like olive greens. Let's see here. Actually, that does a nice job of showing you the color. So it's super, super pretty. If you're looking for those blue, those deep blues, those deep greens, that little hint of teal, this is gorgeous. Another color I got is, again, the YarnArt Melodies. And it's the same blend, I believe. It's, I really probably should, I should start using my reading glasses. 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, and 9% wool. Same as the other, and the measurements, the amount of yarn you get is the same. Also, let me go back here really quickly to show you the size. I did not show you the size. Can you tell it's been a little while since I've done a video? It's terrible. This is a 3. So they're calling this a 3. That's a 3. That's about right. So, can you see? So, and I don't mind working with the smaller yarns. I find sometimes bulky yarns are just bulky. And I know if you can have the patience to work with the thinner yarns, the finer yarns, I find that things are a little more pliable, a little softer sometimes. That's just my preference. But these, let's see here. The Melodies are, what are the Melodies? They're calling the Melodies a bulky 5. I don't know that I would call that a bulky 5. I might disagree with that. That doesn't look like a bulky 5 to me. It really doesn't, because if they're calling this a 3, and they're calling this a 3, which I don't, and this looks like it's roving. So the first one I showed you looks like it might be a roving style yarn because some strands are thicker than the others. But the Melody that doesn't look like that. It's just the ambiance that looks like that. So if you can see the difference there, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know if I would call this a 5. I would maybe say 4. That's just me. But the ambiance does look like it has yeah, I would definitely say it's a roving style yarn, which anybody who's like new to yarn shopping, roving simply means that some areas of the yarn are going to be a little thicker than others or thinner than others. It's not a steady width, I guess. Is that a good way to put it? The Premier spun color yarns, which I absolutely love, are definitely a roving style yarn. And once you start, they're definitely not beginner yarns, but once you start getting a hang of how to work with yarns in general, I highly recommend you go there and check out the spun color from Premier. They're one of my favorite yarns in the world. But these are really nice though. So anyways, they're calling this a bulky 5. I don't agree. I don't think it's a bulky 5. That's just me. I could be wrong. I could be completely full of shit. I am sometimes, so, you know, feel free to call me out if I am. Now, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Would you call that I wouldn't call that a bulky 5. But anyways, it's a beautiful yarn. Look at that. That is gorgeous. So, I'm throwing them in a box, not on the ground. Let's see here. I have another one of the YarnArt Melodies, and this is color number 910. Color 910. This is, looks like a brown with oranges. Okay. Again, it's the metallic, and it's super soft. You can hear the guys out there trying to back the trucks in. I think they're doing some electrical work out there. I have no idea. I think I scared when I went to go put my trash out, and I went out my robe early this morning, so I went out kind of fast to just dump it in there fast and come back out. And the one guy was standing out in front of my house with the truck, and I think I might have scared him a little, so sorry. But if you hear that in the background, that's what that is. The trash guys are competing with the electrical guys out there, so. And it's a very small neighborhood, like tiny streets. So they're backing each other in. Anyways, it's a little distracting. So again, they're calling this a bulky 5. I don't agree. I don't think these are bulky 5s. Now this one doesn't seem to be as metallic as this one. If you can look at the difference, this one doesn't seem as metallic. Again, they're both soft. It's the same. It's 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, 9% wool. And in this one here, you also get 100 grams of yarn and 230 meters worth. So that is the Melody. And the YarnArt Melodies are really nice. This one's really pretty. Now this is YarnArt Melody, again, color 901. Like I said before, they're listing these according to color numbers and not names, so I would call this a metallic rainbow type, I guess. But this has a lot of different colors. It's got pinks, greens, blues, maybe some fuchsias. It's really, really pretty. Again, we're talking the same blend, 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, 9% wool. It's 100 grams worth of yarn with 230 meters length. So let me just show you this. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it matches my Mothra in the back there. But and the picture you're in, the video you're seeing here really kind of does it justice. It is pretty exact of how it appears when you look at it. I've worked really hard today to get that lighting just right to show you the colors as best as I can. But yes, that's my little, if you look right here's my little Mothra. I have Mothra all over the house. I even have her on the back of my hand. Really cool sidetrack. I finally got out to Roppongi Hills in Metro Tokyo area to go see Godzilla -1. If you have not seen this movie, it's amazing. It's an incredible Godzilla movie, but I love those kaiju so much I tattoo them on my body. So, and nobody else in that theater had a Mothra tattoo on the back of their hand but me. So, who's more dedicated? That's right. No, I'm kidding. I do have Mothra all over the house, though, and I have Godzilla, my big Godzilla stuffies over there. So, excellent movie. Going back to the States in February to spend a few months there at my home in Ocean Springs on the Gulf Coast. And I'm gonna try to see if I can't go see the new Kong vs. Godzilla movie, so that'll be cool. But anyways, this is really super, super pretty again. I don't know, 5 bulky, you know, that's what they're saying. I don't think so, but it could be. Anyways, okay, the last 2 that I did get from here, and these are cakes, and these cakes are amazing. I got 2 of each color, and I got them similar because if I try to make, I think I might try to do a larger garment with these, and I'm gonna try to match the colorways in there if I can, like going in and out of the pattern. Haven't decided on what to do yet. If I want to take on a monstrosity like a dress or something. I've never done that before, so that'll be a first, but I thought about it. But anyways, again, with the YarnArts, they're not color-coded, they're number-coded, so there's no color titles for these. But they're really pretty. Now, this is a finer one. I think this is okay, they're saying this is a 1. Yeah. The finer yarns definitely take a lot more patience. And believe it or not, patience is not my virtue, but when it comes to yarn, I can do it. The nice thing, I am going to say this about the cakes, is the nice thing about these cakes, before I go into the cake, you see this right here? Right there. Tell me how much frustration it causes to not be able to find the start of your yarn, and you have to pull from the outside. And now you've got to count on it rolling smoothly while you're crocheting and not flipping out of whatever yarn holder you have and going all over the floor, and then you got to chase it, and you know, I don't like chasing things. So these cakes do have that. I really love that about these yarns. And actually, a lot of the yarns I get here at some of the craft stores in Japan here have that easy start as well, which is brilliant. I love it. So this is the YarnArt Flowers, and I just got 2 colors. YarnArt Flowers, and these cakes are really big. They're calling this a 1, which is a very fine yarn. So let me show you this. I don't want to pull the whole thing out. So it is a thinner yarn. Again, very soft. It's a blend. And this blend is, oh my God, I can't read this. This is so terrible, terrible, terrible. 55% cotton. I can read this. It's 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. So it's a cotton acrylic blend. Cottons are really great for warmer weather. I do have actual full cotton yarns. Depending on what kind of yarn you're using with the cottons, the only thing I find with the pure cotton yarns is some of them don't really have any give. There's no pull to them, there's no give, it's very little stretchiness, if any. The blend here does have that, which is nice, especially with garments and things. You want them a little bit pliable. But this is really pretty. Now, this is color pattern 308. Let me show you there in case. There you go. 308, and let's see how much, if they give me anything here. I know they do, I just have to find it. Okay, so this is 250 grams and 1,000 meters of yarn. So 250 grams, 1,000 meters of yarn. That's a good amount of yarn. So that color is really, really pretty. It's very natural. It's very soft. It's very, like, I'd say, like, light foresty colors. Really pretty. And again, this is the YarnArt Flowers. And these cakes are amazing. They're so soft. So, so, so soft. I love this. Like I said, the finer yarns really don't bother me as much. This is the same. So this is also YarnArt Flowers. This here, YarnArt Flowers. And this is the same blend. It's going to be 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. It's a 1,000 meters of yarn, same as the other cake. So we got 1,000 meters of yarn, and we have, I think it was, how many grams was that? I can't read that one, it's too dark. Let's see here. It was 250 grams. So 250 grams of yarn and 1,000 meters. So let me just show you these colors here. Getting really close there so you can see those. They're really pretty, really soft. Again, this is a 1. Let me just show you that. So it's a very fine yarn, but it's very nice. But those are the YarnArts, and like I said, I'm going to put the shop, the Etsy shop that I purchased them through, on in my description box below, so go check that out. So the people at the shop were amazing, very nice, very helpful with every question I had. So the big, okay, I only got a few of them. So I'm gonna start off saying that I never considered myself a big fan of the Noro yarns, only because I've just never really used them. And they're not, for the amount of yarn you get, they're not inexpensive. And I don't necessarily think my tip to you would be, if you're gonna buy Noro yarns, get them on sale, and buy them in bulk when they're on sale if you like them. There are some yarns that I can justify high prices on, and some yarns I can't. But I got these on sale, and I ended up buying 3 of these packs. So now the Noro Yarns, I believe this is kind of all the same. I got these at YarnArt here, so I'm sure you can go on eBay or Etsy. But here, this is called, I probably should have my glasses. This is called Silk Garden, and it's a silk blend. So it's 45% silk, 10% wool, and I can't read this. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. A 45% mohair. 45% mohair. Oh my goodness, I should probably just run, you know what? I should probably run over there and get my glasses really quickly, but I feel like getting up. It's good. We'll sit there together and go like, what? What is that? And honestly, this is the problem I have with doing tutorials sometimes, is that with the way the camera sits above you, you have to keep it closer to see what's going on in the camera, and I can't see that way. So I have to hold my stuff out farther sometimes to see it. I have like a hair in my eye. I have a ginger, so I got a feeling it's my ginger cat. Anyways, so this is called Silk Garden, and this is Noro. Now, Noro Yarns are made here in Japan. Let me see if I can get you that. There we go, made in Japan, and it doesn't feel scratchy. I do have a couple mohair yarns up there that are really pretty, real summery, real like soft pastel, sorbet, rainbowy kind of colors, which would be beautiful for like a little summer shawl or something. This is definitely a heavier yarn, so this would be great for like winter, fall, very early spring if you're in a temperate zone. Let's see here. This is a number 4 weight, and it looks like 50 grams and 100 meters of yarn, so you don't get a whole lot of yarn in these skeins. This is a number 4. You see that? So number 4, 50 grams, and it's 100 meters. So this is, what color is this? It says color 201. I don't see an actual color on here. A lot of this, some of this is in Japanese, so let me see if it's saying the same. I haven't opened these. This is my first time opening these, so I don't know if the, let's see here. If it's the color or if it's the brand. No, that's the color. Okay, that is the brand. So there's 2 different types of yarn. So this is the Silk Garden. This is the Silk Garden collection by Noro. That's what this is. It just says color 201 lot B. So the color code for this is 201 Noro Yarns. There we go. And if you're going to look at the collection, it is the Silk Garden collection. Again, Silk Garden collection number 201 for these. Now, I got this entire pack here at YarnArt, and I think I paid maybe 50 or 60 American dollars for it, which for Noro can be not that expensive. I also am a member of YarnArt, and I do have, like, I used like coupons for this, so I did get them at a very discounted rate compared to what Noros usually go for. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a different collection. Again, I got an entire bag full of these, and they're the same color pattern. These are all the same color patterns, and that's how they were purchased. So I'm just gonna pull one out for you. And did I show you the color on this last one? The one I did before? Now this one looks like, it looks from the outside of the bag like there's different colors in it, but it's not different colors, it's just how they're wrapped. But that was the first one we saw. I forgot to show you a close-up of that yarn. So the colors are really pretty, and again, they're made here in Japan, so they are a nice local yarn. And interestingly enough, a lot of people that I've met here, they say, oh, I knit. And I'm like, oh, very cool, I just learned how to knit. I mean, I knew how to do a basic knit stitch, but now I'm like comfortably knitting. I would, maybe see them, they'd pull out, if we were at a cafe or something, I'd see, oh, I'm knitting. And they have a crochet hook. So I don't know, I think a lot of people out here consider crocheting a form of knitting, which It could be, yeah, you know, that's legit. But a lot of people here will refer to it as knitting rather than crocheting, which I think is very interesting. So this is called Curion. Curion. So this is the Noro Curion collection. Is not as soft as the other one, I'm going to say. Like I said, I was never, and I feel bad saying this, I was never a huge fan of the Noro Yarns. I know a lot of people are, and there is nothing wrong. People always like different things, so it's all preference. This is color code 150. Okay, and again, this is the Curion collection, in case you were wondering. There we go, that's the collection for it. And this is, it's probably going to be, yeah, 50 grams, 100 meter. I think these are all going to be 50 gram, 100 meter balls, or skeins. I think they're all going to be about that. Again, it's a 4, same as the other. Here, you see that? So, let's see here. I'm trying to find the, okay, this is 100% wool. Yes, it is a little scratcher, but I mean, people love wool, so I'm very, very picky with wools. There's a lot of wools I can't put against my skin, so, but yeah, so this is the Noro wools, and I know their wools are pretty well known, and they're pretty decent, so let me show you the last bag that I got. Now this one does have different colors in it, I think. Yeah, it does. This is a multicolor bag that I got, so I'll take a few of the colors out. This is, again, is the Curion collection. It is 100% wool. These are 50 gram skeins, 100 meters worth of yarn in here. Again, it's a 4, and now I'm looking at this one. This looks like it does have some roving tendencies. If you look at 2 different sides of this yarn, and I guess that's going to go for the entirety of the Curion collection. This is thicker than this is. It is 100% wool, 50 grams, 100 meters worth of yarn. The color code for this one is 425, 425. And let me just show you there. Okay, so if you wanted to look on eBay or Etsy or something for these yarns, I'm sure they absolutely have them. I'm sure a lot of you probably know more about the Noro yarns than I do, because I really don't use them. I bought these for you guys. Not even lying about it, I bought them for you guys, because I've been asked about the Noro yarns. So, okay, these are, so this is listing 425. Okay, so these are all listing 425, which is interesting, because I'm wondering now if it's just the way they were rolled. You can see this color here. Like when they were put together like this, some colors may have been in different orders than the other colors in different skeins. It's really pretty though. I mean, the yarns are pretty. They're very, very pretty. And they look, I mean, yeah, I guess they're all the same color patterns, just how they're wound up. You know, how they're spun together, I guess, how they're wound together. But yeah, they're all, everything in this bag is listing as 425, so I, again, may have been full of shit by saying they were different colors. So, that's okay. But yeah, so I did go out and purchase a whole bunch, sorry, that was loud, a whole bunch of Noro yarns. I got all of these. So, I'm not saying that you're going to see them in giveaways, but you might see them in giveaways. Like I said, I mean, different wools I'm really cautious of. But while I was at Uzawaya, I walked by these a couple times before, and they had them there, and they had them on sale. So these were on sale for 1,380 yen, 1,380 yen. And like I said, I had a coupon for the entire order for 40% off. I work coupons really, really well. I'm a bargain hunter. And I got 2 of each of these. Now, these are, did I get the same ones? No, I didn't. I got 2 of each of these. Okay. So I'm only going to show, I'm not going to show you the same. Okay, so these are 2 cakes. Ball cakes. They're ball cakes. It's really, really soft. Now this does have the metallic fibers kind of woven into them, if you can see that a little bit. See that little shimmer? And that light is showing you a pretty true to life color of what this yarn looks like. So that's a really good rendition of what I'm seeing here. It's really soft, it's really pretty, and I've been kind of building these up. This is Mona Stella. That's the yarn company and the collection of yarn, Mona Stella, the Stella collection. They did have samples of this, of a couple things knitted and crocheted both with this yarn, and it's super pretty. So if you like this type, again, it is a blend. If you like this type of yarn, and you can find it on eBay, it's really soft. Let's see here. This is 300 grams, and it is, you know what? I may have to just show you this because I cannot read that. It is an acrylic wool blend, which I love, and it's in Japanese, so I know it's acrylic wool blend because I remember reading it in the store. So there. Actually, I can probably see that better. I take pictures with my camera on my phone and enlarge it so I can read things sometimes. I do. Let's see here. So that's 500 grams, and it looks like, I can't hold that still enough. 1,250 meters? Or, okay. I gotta rely on your guys' eyes because I cannot read that. Let's see here. I'm reading it backwards. No. So there you go. There's the measurements. There's the weight and everything for this yarn. Okay. Like I said, it is a wool acrylic blend. I can touch this and just know it. It has a softness. It has a little bit of the wool in there, but it's really nice. This I would call a bulkier yarn. So they have this at a, what weight do they have this at? Let's see here. Without pulling this apart, I really can't see. I don't know. I would call this, I don't know. I would call this a bigger one, maybe a 4 or 5, maybe 4. I don't know. It's definitely thicker than the other ones, but it's really nice, really soft. I got them on sale. I've never heard of the company before. I've only ever seen this at Yozawaya. So I just figured I'd pick a couple colors up. I couldn't even tell you the colors, honestly. Seriously. Is it 1,520 meters? It might be. It might be 1,520 meters on this, but I cannot get a color on this, though. I think it's just color-coded, like the other ones, though. It might be just color-coded, but anyways, these are some of the yarns that I picked up, and this is the other one. And again, the camera's really showing you a good rendition of the color that I'm seeing. And they were on sale. I got them. I like them, so. But yeah, so that is just a little update on some of the yarns that I got. I also got a couple products. I got some really cool Tunisian hooks in the mail because I needed some. So I'll do reviews on those as well. Let's see, what else have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of birding. I started up my bird listing again. And this time I'm adding all my geographical coordinates in there. So my plan is to start putting them into map format so I can kind of map where I've seen birds and how many species I've seen. And I might even, I think I'm going to go for another degree as well. So I thought about going back to school. I'm addicted to school. I love learning. So might be doing that as well. So there's going to be a whole lot of different things that I'm going to be doing here. But anyways, those are just some of the new yarns that I got. And I've got some more I've got to go through. I've got some from Joanne Fabrics that I got that I just have not unboxed yet. I've got an order that came in from WeCrochet or crochet.com. So I gotta go through those too. So stay tuned. I will absolutely be doing more reviews, and I am going to be launching another giveaway. Not right now because I'm I'm still putting boxes, packages together. I put a lot into my giveaways. I don't just shove crap in a bag and send it out. I really do think about what I'm putting in there. So it does take me a little time. And I was just completely off for a whole week, a week's worth of time. So I got a little behind there, but the last giveaways that I just did, Amy, those are going to be going out this week, probably either tomorrow or Wednesday in the mail to you, so, and your friend. So look out for those. And until next time, just be happy, be cool, and keep hooking. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.